Happy Halloween! Alright, guys. The pick'ems are over for the first session. Guess what? The Devils didn't win. Jim, you choked in every league. I mean, you ended up tying for one of them at least, but you could have won like at least a couple hundred, but you ended up choking. What did you pick that was just like nuts? I don't know. Anyway, um, I thought I was going to have a chance because I picked Tennessee, and I thought Tennessee was going to win it, and he blew it. And I had the Cowboys, and I thought after that touchdown by Dez Bryant, I was like, awesome! And then they called it back because his finger was out of bounds. That sucked. But Dragons ended up pulling it out and ended up winning by 2 points. And Devils, you were up by 1 or 2 points the whole year, and then all of a sudden you on the last week. Wow, that hurts. That's gotta hurt, man. I mean, you were like dominating. Anyway, Craig, you won the first session of the Pick'ems. Congratulations. And now we're off to the second session. Well, let's talk about last week, shall we? Let's do. Well, I won, which was wonderful because everyone else in my league, except for that 0-9 team, Devils. Wow. I wonder if you're going to win a game this year, Devils. This is crazy. I mean, Devils, why is your team so nasty? Oh, because Steven Jackson has been a huge bust, and your quarterback situation is kind of like mine. Like, you can't find the right guy that's going to play good. And Ryan Matthews has been hit and miss. Larry Fitzgerald's not been there. Man, what else? Yeah, I don't know if you're going to win a game this year, man. Your team's really hurting. Maybe if you can work a trade out, maybe you can trade Ryan Matthews or something. I don't know. I don't know if there's really anything you can do. I think you're just going to ride it out and call it a crappy year or something. And just focus on the Pick'ems. And focus all 8 weeks on the Pick'ems. Okay? Not 7, but you got to focus all 8 weeks. Sorry. I just had to say that. Alright, so anyway, where was I? I was doing Devils. So Bad Influence, you easily beat the Devils. You beat them by 140 to 82. So, yeah. You won. Congratulations. Dragons, you got beat by the Groupers. I really could have used you to win that game, but I guess you can't do much when Rice. You weren't. I mean, this was the week you were planning on losing. No Rice, no Foster. I mean, you were planning on losing. If you would have won, it would have been bonus for you, but you didn't. So yeah, you had no Rice and no Foster, and who else didn't you have? You had everyone else, but you lost. So, wow. And Groupers even had Steve Smith from Carolina on the bench. I guess you kind of have to. He's got a good core of receivers. Man, Groupers' team really looks good. He's got Rogers, Forte, Ridley, Cobb, Crabtree, Percy Harvin, Steve Smith, Packer defense. And Antonio Gates. If Antonio Gates could step it up, he'd have a solid team. Man. So yeah, Dragons, you lost. Deal with it. I'm the Dragon now, yeah! How does my Vic taste? Well, not too good considering he might be benched, huh? Silver and Black punked him with, I don't know, any special help? Oh, yeah, Andre Johnson. Okay, Efren, I don't get this, Efren. Help me out with this. You did it again. You left Andre Johnson in your lineup. Sure, you won the game. But if you would have lost by 5 points or less, I mean, why'd you leave Andre Johnson in the game? You had Jeremy Curley, Greg Little, Donnie Avery. You had all those guys to play. I know you won the game, but still, why? What the heck? Did you not see this? I don't know. But you're lucky you had Lawrence Tynes get you 21 points. And I don't know, with 21... No, you still would have won even without that. Because Mark just had a horrible game from His defense, his kicker did okay. His tight end was, and you know, his running backs were just eh. All right, next guy. Let's talk it over, Brad. Brad. The Sea of Red is on a tear. The Sea of Red is just really on a tear. Dean, this is your year, man. You are kicking some major butt this year. Good job. Maybe it was your wedding. Maybe you weren't focused on the draft. You're focused on your wedding, so you were just like, oh, I'll take this guy. Yeah, I'll take this guy. You know? I don't know. You're kicking butt. And you really didn't score. You scored 140, but all your receivers scored single digits. It's that Doug Martin pick. That's what it was, Doug Martin. Good job on the Doug Martin pick. Props. Wait, or is it this? Yeah, it's this. Props. Yeah. Yeah, props. Say props. No, you go like this. There you go. You go props. Alright. Whatever. Just go away. So, Brad, your team's been a little struggling too, though. Peyton Manning cannot win you a game all by himself, okay? He needs a team. He needs a core, a nucleus around him. And Pierre Thomas isn't it. And Felix Jones isn't it. Fred Jackson kind of is it. And DeMarco Murray, he hasn't really proven himself even when he was healthy. And Jimmy Graham, I know you just didn't know what to do because he was a game-time decision and Brandon Myers played before him, so I understand that. And you know what all sucks about that? Is that if you would have played, I don't know, you still would have lost by 2 if you would have played Jimmy Graham over Brandon Myers. So you still would have lost by 2. So maybe you're glad you played Brandon Myers because losing by 2 sucks. Let's move on. Let's just do that. Doubles. We already went over doubles. Poke high. Got crushed by Banana. Banana, your 4-game losing streak is over. You're back to winning again. Let's not keep that up, okay? Let's go back to that losing trend again. I like that idea. That's kind of fun. Focus on videography and not fantasy footballing, okay? Let's stop this fantasy footballing. You need us. I want to keep my 3-game lead. Wouldn't mind making it 4 games. I guess you kind of had to play, what's his name, Daryl Richardson. But next week you won't have to. You can play C.J. Spiller again. And you'll have Brandon Marshall, Demaryius Thomas, Reggie White. You got a good core. I think it's Matt Stafford. He finally had a good game. If Stafford's good, you're good. If Stafford's bad, you're bad. And did you put Calvin Johnson on the bench? You are the first person to finally do that. Thank you. And you could do that too with having those other 3 stud receivers. I'd put Calvin Johnson on the bench too. But you are the first person I've seen do that. And I give you props for that. But I think you should start Calvin Johnson more often, though. He is going to come back. He will be a stud. The Madden curse, it's not a curse. He's just having a bad week. Or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. It's not a curse. But the Pokai Panthers still lost to you because you put Calvin on the bench. And I don't see Pokai Panthers doing much else. Nope, I don't. I got, nope. So anyway, Fester, you got beat by me. Yep. I played the right quarterback for once. I'm always playing the wrong quarterback, but this time I played the right quarterback because if I would have played Jay Cutler, pretty sure I would have lost. Yeah. Glad I played the right quarterback. Now the running back situation I have is getting really freaking annoying. Because Bradshaw is hit or miss lately. Jamal Charles, now that Peyton Hillis is back and stealing some stuff, I don't know what to do. Frustrating. But I still beat you, Fester. Jimmy got you beat. Alright, let's go to next week. Oh, by the way, trade deadline, 3 weeks from now. 1, 2, 3. On Saturday, November 17th, 11:45 p.m. is the trade deadline if you're interested in that. Next week's picks. Who will I pick to win? Who will it be? Bad Influence versus Brad. Brad. I'm thinking Brad with Peyton and Jimmy Graham back. Fred Jackson back. But Bad Influence will have Big Ben, Jonathan Stewart, Michael Turner. Oh no! Dwayne Bowe, Julio Jones, Nate Washington, Kyle Rudolph. Yep. Bad Influence, you're on a kind of a unfortunate streak here of having Kyle Rudolph, who's been struggling, Dwayne Bowe, who's been struggling, Jonathan Stewart, who's been struggling. So I'm going to go with Brad. Brad's going to win. Silver and black. Groupers, you lucky SOB. No Tom Brady, no Sean Green. And he'll probably leave him in the lineup because Efren doesn't know how to change his lineup. So with that, Miami Groupers is my lock of the week and will win. You could leave Stephen Ridley in your lineup, Bill, because he's not going to change his probably. Or you could change your lineup, and who would you have to replace him with anyway? Alex Green. You can play Alex Green. There you go. But I don't want you to win, Groupers, but you're my lock of the week. The Dragons versus my Vicky. How's my Vic taste this week coming up? Well, Bob, let me just see here. I think it's a given that the Dragons will beat the Vicky boy. Why you say that? Well, because Matt Ryan, Darren Foster, Chris Johnson, Ray Rice, Hakeem Nicks, and Titus Young are going to kick his butt. Yep. That's another lock of the week. Dragons will definitely win. Pokai versus Fester. Pokai versus Fester. Drew Brees, Trent Richardson, Darren Sproles, Colston, James Jones, Roddy White. Versus Andrew Luck or Cam Newton. Marshawn Willis, Adrian. Well, this is going to be a good game. This one will be a tough one. I don't know who's going to win this. But he doesn't have Wes Welker. And maybe not Jordy. So with that, I'm going to say Pokai Panthers to beat Fester by 5. Yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah, here's a big game. This is a huge game. Y'all a bunch of homosexuals versus Banana Hot C. Oh, yeah, this is a big game. Oh, boy. Stafford at Jacksonville. Oh, my gosh. He could have another 50-point game there. But he doesn't have Hernandez. He'll have C.J. Spiller, Demaryius Thomas. Oh, man. Oh, crap. You are playing Calvin Johnson. I was joking. You don't have to this week. Crap. That's a good move, though, against Jacksonville. Oh, man. Marshall, Reggie Wayne. Oh, he's got Brandon Marshall going against the Titans. Oh, this sucks. I'm not feeling it this week. I'm not feeling it this week. I don't think I'm going to win because Champ Bailey's going to be all over A.J. Green. And Jamal Charles has been sucking. The 49er defense is on a bye. I just don't think I'm going to win. Dang it. And the Sea of Red. The Sea of Red versus the Devils. Well, I mean, I don't even have to look at this. Sea of Red, you win. Alright. So, with that said, I want to look at the standings real quick here, guys. So yes, I got a 3-game winning streak. Or 3-game winning streak. I got a 3-game lead over in first. Banana Hot C, Sea of Red are tied for second at 5 and 4. And they're both going to gain a game on me this week. That sucks. Brad is 6 and 3 with Silver and Black at 5 and 4, and the Miami Groupers, who are going to be on a tear, at 4 and 5. That's a tough division there. There's a lot of tough divisions. There are. This year, every division is pretty darn tough. If you look at it, I mean, in my division, there's 3 teams that are pretty tough, The next division, Brad, Efren, Bill, and even Bad Influence is pretty tough. And the last division, I still don't see how Mark's team is 6-3. Mark, I'm sorry, man. Your team looks like it should be like flip-flop with Fester. Like Fester should be 6-3 and you should be 3-6. I don't get that, but that's what luck has to do with it also. So hey, you're 6-3. Good job. And Dragons and Pokai are 5-4 and 4-5. That is crazy. This is a tough league. This league's tough. I'll tell you what. All right, guys. Happy Halloween, trick or treat, blah 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 blah.